to Wolf Stir Fry. I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a basic black tabletop ready armour in three or four steps. So here we go. Okay, so our Phobos Raven Guard strike team is already primed with Chaos Black and Corvus Black. Now, the first colour we want to use is Mechanicus Standard Grey on a dry brush. What we want to do is basically catch all those little edges. So it's good to brush basically upwards, that sort of thing. Get a nice kind of, don't go too light on it, but don't go too heavy as well, because we want the recesses very, very dark. And basically we're going to go back over it with some Corvus Black later on. So what we're doing here is just making sure we get a good bit of highlighting all over. Don't worry about being sort of, gentle around all the kind of the little bits. We can paint those in later. This is just for the armour, this tutorial. So essentially what you're going to do after this is then go and do all your details. And for that very reason, I've not actually done the heads on the actual minis yet, doing those separately. So there we go, get that all over. There we are. This basically is a really good method for doing, let's say, 10 minis in a day, get them all done, get them all ready for the tabletop as soon as you can. Let me see. There we go. That's basically covered there. Now we've got our Fenrisian Grey we're using on that one. There we go, same sort of thing. Basically you just want to go all over this, exactly where you've been, giving it a little more of a highlight, giving it a little bit more depth there as well. There we go, just flicking the brush upwards. You can see it's taking quite a lot of paint on there now, which is quite good. Don't worry too much about that. We are going to, of course, use our Corvus Black and black it in. This essentially gives us an effect of edge highlighting in a kind of very rough, roundabout way, without spending hours and hours and hours going over all the minis. So as you can imagine, you can get through quite a few minis. I wonder what I was talking about then. Quite a few minis in a short period of time. You get a nice effect at the end, and obviously you can spend as much time as you want to clean them up. But the idea is to get the main bulk of things done, and get a nice effect, so you're tabletop ready. Okay, so the part now, what we need to do is basically we get our back to our Chaos Black here, and basically we're going to paint in between all the bits of armour where we've edged out with our dry brushing. So what this is basically doing is re-going over the black and giving you essentially an edge highlight, if quite a rough one, but it makes it look kind of baroque and sort of lived in as far as the armour goes, which is quite nice. And you just go all over. See this little circle down here by the ankle. Just go right around there, make a nice little dot in there, so the whole of the outside is all edged highlight. So you can see what I'm doing here. It's just basically filling in the armour and leaving the edges. And obviously you can go over this with a lighter edge highlight, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just a very nice, simple way of getting a good sort of black armour finish. And you could do this with things like Stormcast Eternals or anything like that. So it's going to look quite nice with that sort of thing. These are the Raven Guard Phobos operators for my kill team that I'm actually doing right now. So it's nice to be able to get a Trooper 10 there and get them all done pretty damn quickly, which is quite nice. So there we go. That's basically all there is to it. Pretty much a three-stage sort of thing, really. And there you go. You've got your basis for your armor. After that, obviously, you've got to do the guns and all the little highlights and stuff like that. But that's a good basic start for your black armor. And of course, you can use all sorts of different kind of decals and stuff on that as well to really bring it out. Obviously, like I've gone with Raven Guard because I thought it'd be kind of cool thing for Phobos. Here's one I did earlier. There we go. Obviously a little tuft of grass on the base, dead easy, and adds a little bit of depth to it. Alright, well, this has been Wolf Stir Fry. My name's Chris, and please like and subscribe. Any comments in the section below will be very, very welcome indeed. Thank you very much. Bye.